So let's proceed with our, so this is our system looks like. So the login screen looks like this. So we just see this is our login page. I can just sign in. And once we have that signed in, so we have our dashboard here. And I'll want us to proceed with our episode. Now, if we go to, we were actually on audit trails. So these are a list of audit trails that we have. So here we can see our system details. So it depends on what you do here. So if I just check, you can see we have some updates, and these are tables. So if I just view, then you can see the details here. So it gives you the track record of every activity that is being done within our application. So what I want us to do is, I think we've done this. So if we click view, you should be able to see all the details that we have here, and that is great. Now if we go to approval user groups, so I want us to also update that. So let's just go to user groups. So that is user group details. So workflow user group. So do we have such a, I want us to update that. So user groups. So this says workflow. This is workflow user groups. So you can also change the list, can improve the UI, production ready. So this is how our application looks like. So if you go to system, we have the system codes, we have the system code details. You also here, you can edit and you can also lock. We have the number series. So here you can see we have the number series. You can add new number series. So this is the form, and also we have here, this is our settings. So if we click add new settings, so you can see the form, and you can go back. So this is okay. Let's just update our user group list. So let's see how this looks like. So let's improve it. So I'll review the columns, and then we see how the app looks like. So we'll just proceed here, and as we proceed, there we go. So let me lint, then I see how that looks like. So we'll proceed with our app. So let's go to user groups. So this is how our user groups looks like. We have total user groups, unique offices. You can see here. Then we have the document types. So if we click view details, then that's how it looks. But if you also click add, I think it takes us to the wrong page. So where is it? User groups. So it should be taking us to, let's check. Do you have anywhere we have clients? Console. So let me just confirm. So our go back page. I mean, oh, that is actually on the add new form. So we just come here. Our console button is taking us to, you see this is back to list, it's taking us to the wrong page. So you can also improve these, improve the UI production. Ready. Now, if you go back to our app, so this is our UI. Now, as you can see here, you can search for order. So you can see it's pretty okay. So there's no much struggle, and you have the counters here at the top. And then we have also the pagination, so you don't need to struggle that much. So let's see how that looks like. So we'll move to the other modules, but our users grid. So this is how our users page looks like. So we have audit trails as well. So let me just come here and update our page. So this is how our add user group looks like. So you have select options, text inputs, cards, breadcrumbs, and we have save and the validations. Then we have states. That's fine. So if we go now to our add user group, we'll have a pretty much okay. So you can see. So we say here we can put in a group, description, office, then the document type. Then if you click save, then we have that saved. Then you can click member. So I think we can also improve the look and feel for this. So let's see how that page looks like. So this is how it looks right now. So our dashboard. This is our dashboard. And we're going to add some high charts here to ensure that we are covering most of the analysis that we are doing. So let's wait. So this is our system. I have the approval user groups, and I think currently it looks a bit okay. We'll also be working on these other ones, and so these are some of the modules that we have in this particular application. So let's just wait and see. So I'm just improving the UI, but in case you need the source code, you can reach us and we'll be able to share with you the source code. So you can also buy us coffee in case you want to access this particular code. So as you can see here, you can click details. This is the page that I want us to update to look great. So currently it looks plain. Let's see what Copilot will recommend for us. So let's do that. So it's updated and I can just run through the code. We have our states, member states, then we have approvals, there we go. Yeah, dialogues, data grid, can have the info and card, can have that, priority, staff role, project role, sequence. So if I format these up, we can lint, then you see how it looks like. So as you can see, this is how our app looks like. I have user order request description of his name, and we have here approval role members. We have the approval type, role, sequence. So if I click add, so I'm able to select staff, staff role, sequence. I can do 8. So fail to add a member. So if we say roles, so we have an issue. So fail to add a member. What is it saying? So we check on our API. Yes, we have an issue. So as you check here on the API, let's confirm. So this create user group member. It is saying uncaught type error int given. So online 226666. This one sequence. Yes. So this one is expecting, so this should be int. So I'll just do away with that. They can do your hint. Let me just take one here that has the correct something like this. This is what we need to have here. So if we do this and we say here, created by is also a string. So I believe that's fine. So if we try again, see, it has added. So and if we click delete, see delete a member. If we say delete, see, it's deleted. That's an easy way of doing that. So if we say also add stuff, do we a high, do we sequence, we say 5, and it's being added. So we just delete stuff here, and we're cool. Now I think we are done with this, and you can see this is fine. If we search here stuff, so it's searching, so that's great. So if we go to standard items, so we'll just I'll go to, so mostly these will be items. We're calling these standard items. So we check if we are adding, is a dialog. So you can improve these so let's proceed and see. So we can improve our page. It's not a big page list, so you're adding most of the items. Yeah, then you have the banks, you have the offices, you have the locations, countries, and also, yeah. So if you haven't subscribed to MacroCode, consider subscribing, like the video, and also comment down below. So let's see how this looks like. So mostly this is how our app looks like. We have so we are working on the standard items just to ensure everything is perfect. So this is done. So we'll just proceed here, and can check. So remove some jQueries and deletion, dialog. You have that. Created by. So I think for the UI we can work as we go. So I want us to move to other things, something constructive. So you can see these are all items, users. So here I can say new, you can say I can add here. Push the text box down a bit. So this text box is way. Let's just check. So I think So we come back here and say, let me lint. So we lint, it should be good to go. Now we go to our app. Then if you say add, you can see, say you're testing. Say save. You can see our item has been saved, and we are able to see it here. Can we delete? You can see delete an item. Item is being deleted. Now, I think what we can correct now is let's do the employees one. Then we can move to a module that I want us to complete. Then we'll go back to the UI later. So let's improve our UI. Improve. Please, some great cards. Ready. So this is our list of employees. So I don't want it to be just like this, and I want it to look better. Now for the clients, we had changed some updates here. We have done some updates on clients. We have projects, and we have here orders. Then we have here approval requests also. So our record goes through approval request. So if our record is approved, then you're able to see it. So we don't have any currently, but that is the. So our dashboard is also here, and we'll be improving it just to ensure that everything is covered. So we have these trends that we haven't added, so we'll be adding that. Then I think for the I want us to do, so we had done yesterday, we dealt with travel request. So here you're able to add a new travel request. So here you select a project. So let's see if our app has been updated for this employees list. So let's see how it will look like. But I believe it will be a great one. So I'm trying to avoid writing some of these codes so that we don't take time building this application. So we can fasten and produce a great system. So in case you also want the source code, you can buy us coffee, comment down below, and you can interact. So let's proceed. So if we go to our employees, so this is our employees list. So the employees, you can see you have total employees, unique offices, employment terms. Then here you can search an employee. You have employee number. For the full name, I like the abbreviation also. Add abbreviations just before full names. Then I'll want around 2 cards. add 3 cards, females, males, and status, and active status. So I'll want to see here the employees. So if I just do here, if I had here gender, so you have gender and that. So I think it's pretty much fine. So recommended to get 3 cards. So if I just, I want to have a clear card. So let's see how so here if we search, if we say here James. So it has added, but this one will be so this is how it looks, but I'll want make the cards 3 per row. I'll want it 3 per row so that we have enough spaces. So if we do that, I'll keep it. And if we go back, so you can see we now have the cards as 3 total female employees, male employees, active status. So instead of active, what can we do here? I think it's fine. So we can leave it that way. We can have it that way. Then I think it's great having it that way. Now, if we go to add employee, I'll want to have that page revamped. I can say improve the UI, make it great and production ready. So I'm just revamping the UI and updating our system. So as you can see here, we have the let me just check. So for the employees, if we go to employees here, we'll be having a list of employees. And here you can see these are test data. So here we can just go to, so if we say add new employee, so I want this form to be revamped. So it looks plain. So I want to make it a bit more dynamic. Now, in case you need the source code, just chat us, comment, and we will be able to. So you can see this is a list of our details. Then we have here you can search, and you can also filter based on certain names, phone number. You can do filtering. So that's great. Now we have gender. You can select here, and you can say here, for example, female. So you can, if we do that, you can see it's already filtered. You can, if we do F, this is contain, but if we do equals to, you see the records will disappear. Do contains, then it's fine. So you can also use this one to filter based on certain columns that you want. But now, so you can see we have the abbreviations here, we have the numbers, we have the, so we can add the details, and this is how our form looks like. So it looks a bit plain. So if you check on it, it's not that. So let's see what can be improved on this form. So you can see we have all these details. Let's see. We have the validations. We have the breadcrumbs. We have some boxes, personal information. So we have the categories. We have the employment information, and we have the bank information. So that's a good categorization. Then if we update, let's lint. You can just update that. And if you check our app, so you see this is how the form looks like. So it looks a bit better. check on our app, we should be having now, this. So this is the look. Now, if you go to our details here, so you can also improve this UI. So let's see. Sorry. So we have this. So I'm trying to avoid writing a lot of boilerplate code. So these are something that we have done. So as you can see, you can generate payroll. So these are just dummy data. So let's just wait for our. So if we check currently how our data here looks like, it's more of so the look and feel looks great, and if you want to access this source code, you can comment down below, and we are happy to share. So you can also buy us coffee in case you are interested in what we are doing. Subscribe so that whenever we are posting, you get notified. So let's confirm now. Just allow this. So I believe it should be straightforward, because we're just borrowing from our previous styling, and it's just taking what we had recommended it to do. So so this is great. So if we go back to, we can lint this. If we go back here, should be having a different should be having a different look. Yes. So here you can see not really. This is our list. Let's check our labels. Fill amount. If we check these on the load details, this one, if we check these endpoints, we need to ensure what is being provided is correct. So we need to select this. We go here and select this. So you can see what we have. You can see here. So we have the so we check on the fields, it is jumbled here. So that's why you need yeah, I think this is where the issue is coming from. Formatter. So this is values. So values are in this format. So if you check here, yes, so this is failing. So we need to correct that. Currently, it's not giving us the values. You can see here, our values are not being provided. Now, let's just confirm. So if we do that, will it check? So if we just go to refresh our app, so it's still not displaying the values. So there is an issue here. I can just provide, yeah, there we go. So we can see this. Line with other values. So if we check the values, I think it's straightforward. Yeah, it has updated that. So it looks now okay. So I don't think there is any problem now here. And we say generate. We also have view details. So I think we can improve this. So let's see here. Now, if you go back here, so you can see you have the details and every amount that is there. Now, if we go back to the list, this is how our list looks like. Then we will say here, so I don't want to send this for approval. Can just leave it as it is. So if you are new to macro code and you haven't subscribed, just consider subscribing, like the video, and also comment down below. So you notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you are not subscribing. So if you're one of them, do us a favor and subscribe. So let's see. So for our dashboard, our detailed page, so this is our detailed page. So I want us to improve the look and feel of this. So let's just wait and see. I think it's done. So for the details page, let's allow that. I want us to have it detailed. So here, let me just check on the detailed page. You have the dialog. I think it's straightforward. So as you can see, we have here. So this is the detail. We have the number, period, person generated amount, so here, as you can see, we have these detailed action. So we have the details here. So here I need to include delete actions. Okay. So I need to have a delete action here. So that's straightforward. So let's just see. So here on these actions, so it's just lint. Okay. So I need totals. This is our detail page. This should be updated. So we check here. So here, as you can see, let me just confirm. So if you confirm here, we'll be having a total payroll. You have the basic, bonus, allowance, gross pay, advance loan, tax deductions, and net. So if we do that, and we say submit. So I'll need here, I say add confirm submission dialog for submitting approval. So I need a dialog here. So if we check here now, you can see pending, and here we have all this. So if I just, I don't know why we have the same guy. So if I do here cancel, you can see it's cancelled. So I'll keep this. So if we try here now to say submit, you can see we are about to submit the payroll for approval. Pay employees, there are 4. Say yes. So it will submit, and we'll get our total. So that's fine. So if we come here on our approvals, we should see our payments, and if we click view, it will take us here, and you can see we still have the buttons here. These 2 buttons we can approve or reject depending on what we want. So we say approve, our record is approved, and if we go back here and we'll see it's approved, and we click view, you can see here payroll fully approved, and you can see this is the net amount. So I think it's pretty much straightforward. We have these details here. So let me see if I come here and say generate for June. So it will not generate from April. So we'll need to see why that is not happening. But I think so far I want us to focus on the Java. Okay, before even that, can we print? Let's see if it can design for us a very good printout. Design a very good printout for payroll PDF. Make very best detailed PDF file for payroll. So I'm not sure if it will design. Let's just wait. I'm thinking of having something like you print this. Can it make it? So you can see here. So this one it will say let's see if it will give us a very detailed report. So it is so this is our. So I want us to focus here. So if we do here, we do this, I select here. Can you type here? That is a good thing. So you can be typing there as you. Sorry, I think it has done. It's done. Okay. I don't know if it will. Still. We're still working. Let's see. So we linked. So if we confirm this link, go to payroll. So it says with and reports folder. Pass the data you need. So I wanted to separate it. So under reports, you can have another folder just for reporting. Just created it. Can keep it. Where is the payroll details? We have payroll reports details. Summary, breakdown, create table header, auto table, there we go. Now let's clean it. We go to details, so allow that. Reject. So let's lint and see. So you can print. You can see here you have the handle export. So it seems to be ready. So we say details. You can see we have the export. Let's see export. So it has printed something, and it really looks great. So we check our report. So this is our report. So it says status is approved, and you have all that. You can see it has added all these details: account number, totals. So I think it's pretty much okay. Now, I think for now we can work with that. So we click here. It's able to print. It's able to give you the list. So that's cool. Now let's work with the travel. So for the travel, we click here. This is how it looks. Select here. We have some instructions. You can leave that. You can say this one. So this is 4. Then if you say submit, see it's exceeding. So we say 20, and we have our totals here. So we say save. We now have these ones here. And if you say add new, provided 100. See, now I think this is much for straightforward. So once that is approved, I'll go to this section and I can say here approve. So once we have that, let's do claims. Now claims, I'll do here. Then I can choose, say that, and I'll supply that. Now, this has pulled some weird things here. Now we have this Kisumu. Then I can put in some numbers. Can do that. Can say this is Jingo. So then we can have here some numbers. You can also add others. You can say this is this date. Kitale. Can have these numbers here. You can have these numbers. You can also do here Nadi. Can have these numbers here. Then once we have that, then here we can also do a file. So we can attach a file and we can revise this to 800. So we save these. So you can see now we've saved this. We have our total claim. We have here claim lines, and we have here meals. You can see you can still select this. So if I just do here some weird characters. It's 800. So I save. See, this line already exists. Now, this one also is a document thing. So you see, we can access the file. We click here, then we can access the file. Now, leave that alone. So we have the meals. See here we have the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and that. So if we go to our database, we had something on the meals. So we have the values for breakfast, lunch, dinner. So why is it not showing breakfast? For breakfast, you can see it's 0. So if we check on the travel request details, where is it? Travel request details. These are claim. So for the lines where we had meals, there we go. So if I refresh, now I now have the values. So you can see I now have the values, and this will be, if I try to delete this, see it says delete meal entry. Now, so what I want us to do, we have our date, location, breakfast, lunch, dinner, incidentals, and totals. Then we have our claims. So travel date. So there's one thing I want us to see. So we check on the details. Get travel request details. So we check our endpoint. Let's fetch. So this is the data that we have. So I'll just come here. There's one thing I want us to be sure. So if I do this, I'll remove the documents. But now for the travel request header, I don't know if we select star from this. Do you have the start date and end date? Request date, departure. You see, you have departure date, departure date type. Now there is some details you are not saving. So if you come back here to claims and you do a new claim, you see actual departure date, return date. Do you have return date here? Request date, departure date, yes, we don't have return date. Now let me check on our form, add new claim, return date, you see you have return date here, and are we supplying? You see you don't supply it, so that's one big mistake. So we have departure date and we should be having also return date. Now if we check on our form, this departure date, return date, so we should be able to update our request headers. I don't know how we missed that. We have request date, departure date, yeah, and we don't have that, which is wrong. This is return date. So because we have that, then we can add migrations. Add migration, travel, return date. So let's update that and see. So it's doing migration and it should be good to go. So let's just see. So migration has been generated, and as you can see here, You have a migration file generated. I'll just do update database. Then we should be fine. We'll now be having a column for return date, which we were missing. I don't know how we missed that, but we need to counter check. So there we go. So we now go to our database, check our table. We'll be having here return date. You see, you have return date. Now, one of the main things that we should do on a new travel claim, we should ensure we provide that date. That's what we missed. And here, we need to have it. You see departure date here. We should be having return date. I don't know how that happened, how we missed that. Then what do we need to do here? Insert departure date. So I'll just pick my return date. So if I just refresh this header and I'll do that. So I'll be having a return date. And I need to include then here also. Then I'll need to have return date there. So if we try now to do we should be good. So here I'll select that. You can see here I'll say 1. Then this I'll say here 600. Then I can select my date here. Then here I can have my then I can say this is daily meals and incidentals. You can do that. Say Kisumu 8 and 9. Then I can say here Kisumu 4444. So if I do here save, I'll be having that. Do our return date now has date? Let's try the last record, this one. So it has a date, but there's something weird. request date is not showing anything. Request date, what happened to request date? So that is when adding travel request we have it, but claim it doesn't add it. So that's weird. So for this one, and we have it here actually. Why are we not using it? Request date. We have this one here. That's the problem. Let's do another one. So if I do a claim, then I select this. I choose my file. Then I do here, can do here Kisumu 9999. Add another one, say Mombasa. Then if we say save, yes, it's true. There's a problem on our API, and that problem I'm the one who has introduced. We have this, and we need to do this here. Sorry. I'm still the one. What is the issue? I think I've introduced. What is the problem? Yes. So that is what was causing that. We will just proceed. Travel request, travel date. And then there's one thing that I want us to check. If we check our header now, the last record we should be having now the travel request date with a value. Which is great. So I want us to do something. On this page, travel claim details, I want us to claim details. I want us to check how we are fetching data. This travel claim details, this is it. So if we go to our code, and here, I'll want us to also have we have this column that we just introduced, return date. So we'll be calling that return date. Now, because you have return date, I want us to go to our view, and once the data is loaded, details is assigned to that. Now, when you are displaying, where is the display? You see here, we are doing 222. So I want us to create another table row here, and from this I want us to say return date. Return date, then we take that return date from here. So since we have that, let's just load our system. Let's see. Okay, so we have this date here. And when we check on our return date, I think for departure we can remove the hours. Do we need it? We don't need it. So if I do that and format this, we should be in a very good position, as you can see here. Now, I want us to, based on this, based on travel date and return date. Okay, there. Yes, so I think we were not saving return date, but we have travel date. And then also, I think we can also include total days. Include also total number of days away. So these will, let's see, number of nights. It's not displaying. Now, total days away. Now, it is not giving us the date is in each format. Maybe we can do, our format is quite wrong. Let me do something like this. So I want it to be this should not be this way, it should be a capital. Then it will return what we want. Let's see. Yes, so you see. So if we tell this guy our date format like this. Does it have the still showing? What have I done here? Yeah. So I see we now have number of nights 24, total days away 25 days. Now if we check here, number of nights, let's take that days. So that's fine, but I'll want that's fine. I think so we come here. I think it's good we allow it to be individual. Yes. So that one, I think it's fine. It's fine. Now here, this page, so here you can add. Want us to have a section where you can add so let's see. So you check here, we have this, and there we go. So this has been saved. So if I do here, I don't know how this looks like if we have it on my I think it's a good design. But now we don't have an endpoint. So the endpoint, where is it? Save meals. Saying save meals. So add meal ROM, save meals. So this is a method for, so we have here an async method, which is a great one. Now I can borrow what we had on for adding this other one, this one. So I can come here and I can make my magic work. Then I can say travel requests meals. Then our endpoint is already taken care of. So I'll just come back here. I'll do that. Then come here. I'll copy this. And I'm going to use this method. Where is it? This one. Then here, I'll just replace it here. Then confirm the meals is that. Then I'll just be having the date. And this will be the date. Location. This should be location. This is location. I'll also have breakfast. This is breakfast. I'll have lunch. I'll have I think lunch, dinner. What other things? Incidentals. And then I can also have created by. Then I can remove this. I'll be having their location, launch that. Then check if it exists. What do you need to check? What are you checking? I don't think I need to check anything here. No, I don't think we need to check anything. So what we'll do, we'll remove this and do away with this. Then our table is different. So what we need to do, we are picking from meals. I'll just read this one. Then if we go to our API, I'll just do that. And I think it can understand what I need. So you have the date, but this one will be meal dates. Then you have location, lunch, extension. They have created, but I don't think so. So this one will remove it. Now I'll also remove this. Then this one will be remove this. So you have the date, location, breakfast, lunch, dinner, incidentals. Then we execute this. Travel request meal. That should be okay. Unless there's anything that we've missed. So we go to endpoint here. Then if we check now this, I believe we should be fine. So if I go back here and refresh this, you should be able to add the meals. So if I come here and say Marinda, then I do that, save, say meals saved. But now, remember we are returning instruction saved. Title. Also have this. Yes, let's have that. Then on success, can we close the model? So, and once you add, then you should be able to close our model. So let's just check. So it's added Marinda, you see it here. So if I add another one, I say Nyangweso. Or we call Zambezi. What has it done? I'm missing my message again. I want this message here. So it's not. Now let's lint. Let's lint So we come here and we say add meals. So save. See? Then if we say delete, you want to remove the meal entry? Yes, I want. What has happened? We have a bug. We have a big bug. So delete meal. Yes. So I'll pick from what we were using on delete claim request item. I'll just reuse this. So I'll copy this and we'll have our endpoints called delete claim meal. So then if I go to our constructor here, I mean our endpoints, then I can copy this and I can replace it with what we have here. So what we are deleting is from meals table. So we'll delete that, then this will be claim meal details, this will be meals, this will be meals, and that is fine. And we are good. So if I come back here and I refresh, I should be in a position to say delete. Yes. Sorry. What has happened? So this one should be, so we might be having an error now. Let me check. So this one. Travel. What is the name of the table? Travel request meals. So if this is fine, so let's see. So either, yes, it says uncaught trim int given. So this is int. So I just do here int and we cool. So we just refresh this. Details cannot be loaded. Yes. We have an issue with the API. go. So if we refresh, it should be good. So if we come here and say delete, you see, our delete is working. So I think we will delete again. Zambezi is gone. Now, I think I'm going to leave it there for this stream. So if you're new to macro code, remember to subscribe, like the video, and in case you want the source code, get in touch with us and we'll be able to give you the source code and as we enhance this application. That is it, and see you in our next stream. Bye.